We're now live. Cool. Welcome to ACM. I don't think that my mic is working. Is it working? Is there sound coming in? It says. I should check. Open up the QA.
Yeah.
Yeah, your sound?
Yeah,
okay, cool. No echo? No echo?
Not really.
Great, cool. Today's presentation is going to be on using Microsoft Azure, which is their cloud services platform. It's an infrastructure as a service kind of a thing, where you can basically put a virtual machine. There's just a lot that you can do with it. But it's cloud computing at its basics, and it's going to be presented by Microsoft student partner here on campus. But before I get to that, I just want to let you know that we've got 30 members registered for ACM. I'm glad to see that more people are coming. We are planning to have like 5 pizzas today from Domino's, so we're waiting for the delivery person to bring it here. It was like a last minute thing. I basically come 15 minutes. I have 15 minutes to get ready for this. So there's 30 members. If you haven't registered, do it. We have to report to the general ACM organization how many people who are part of our chapter. So that's important. And get on Slack before I provide, yes. Talk to me afterwards, okay? For Slack, I give the wrong URL. Apparently, Slack doesn't let you register just right out of the bat. Like, it has to have like certain whitelisting protocols or things built in. Yes.
You explain what Slack is?
Oh yeah, Slack is a chat room. It's this big fat chat room with multiple channels and stuff like that where you can get in on it. Before, the URL that I was providing was wrong. And the reason why it's wrong is it only would work for BYU-Idaho email addresses and not for any other email address. And so we have this application that was built that just basically lets anybody in as long as you know this URL. So I fixed that. We fixed that. That's great. Next. So Mindstorms Rumble. You guys all want to know what the situation is with that? We've got 3 teams. One of them is called Department 2 Builders. They're all freshmen. Who's in that team? Anybody in that team? Okay. Well, you are?
No.
No, you aren't. Okay. Well, I want to talk to them, but since nobody's here from that group, I'd like to talk to them because I'm not exactly sure how that will work out. I just want to make sure that their team will be able to do a good job. And then we have Robo Nerds, and we've got Pointy Bricks. These are their team names. Yeah. I just talked to Brother Grimmett, and I told him that we need to get 3 Mindstorm kits, and I told him basically the parameters that the systems need to be able to connect to through Bluetooth to a phone and be controlled and stuff like that. I probably have to talk to him some more afterwards, but I put in the word, so we're now in the process of ordering them. We have posted the rules to the registration page. We will send out an email with a link to the registration, not to the registration page, to the rules document, so that way you can see them. But like I said before, we just basically gave like size requirements, number of motors that you're allowed to have, how many NX units, and basically how the game will work. So we've set up like a sort of a preliminary point system of sorts for it. Next. We have 3 juniors participating, 1 sophomore, and 6 freshmen. No seniors. So that's fine. Next time, if we ever do this next time, I'd love to be able to get more engagement. Of course, these people, the juniors and sophomores, they are the people that are just beginning to realize the magnitude of their workload as CS or CIT majors. I'm not exactly sure how much the workload CIT majors do because that's not my major, but for CS majors, it's kind of massive at times. So, yes.
Do you have a key?
Yes, I do.
Here?
He is getting cutlery and plates and stuff. Okay. So that's what's going on with this. We just want to get more involvement, a broader scope. But I feel, other than Apartment 2 Builders, I feel pretty good about the rest of them. All right, so today's presenter is Dylan Little, and he is a Microsoft student partner. He has going to show us a lot about the things that BYU-Idaho has set up for us by way of software packages that we can get, also getting set up on Microsoft Azure, which is the cloud platform. And by the way, it does a lot more than just run Windows. So you can run Linux on there. You can do stuff on there. So even if you might not think that Microsoft can do anything outside of the sphere of their own technology, they actually can. So and so that's why you might want to pay attention, because you might actually have some insights. Are there like 3 tiers for students?
Yes.
Yes, there's 3 tiers for Azure for students, which is
That's mostly what I'll be going.
that's what he'll be going through, which is kind of cool. So I'll turn the time over to Dylan, and he'll give you the presentation.
All right, guys. So again, my name is Dylan Little. I'm sort of new to the Microsoft Student Partner relationship, but so far I'm really liking it, and I feel like I can do a lot for this school with Microsoft. But today, I want to kind of go over my role here on campus and what we can do for you guys and what you guys can do for us. And something that's really big is, like I was talking to these guys earlier about how, okay, how many of you are computer science majors? Most of you, right? CIT? Okay, 1. Any others? Software engineering, that's right.
Software engineering.
So I've noticed on this campus that there aren't a lot of things for programmers out there, right? There aren't really any activities. But it's nice to know that there's a group. I didn't even know there was a group until I met Art. But I think that's really awesome, and I think that we can spread the word for the ACM group.
Oh, yes, we are spreading the word. We finally got approval for a Code Space Posters, which is going to be a sponsored event where people can work on personal projects.
Okay.
And stuff like that for like team activities and things like that of a coding nature. It meets in this room today and on Thursdays and Fridays. And so we'll get those posters put out around campus where we think the majors might have possibly some use for learning how to do computer programming or doing computer programming related stuff, including story building people. Yes?
There's a typo on that poster.
Where?
It's like show of your work. They show off your work.
Really? That's funny. Where's that? Where did you see the poster?
No.
Oh, that's not my poster.
Okay.
Okay, we're doing a different poster. Thank you. I was like, we're getting new posters printed. Those ones aren't very readable, and that's why we're getting new posters done. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
But yes, we're going to have meetings and more activities. We're trying to get that.
So as far as getting the word out about this group, that's awesome. And I think that the school can really benefit from having a group such as this. But something that I'm going to be doing once a month at least are workshops, coding workshops, where I will go through game development, web development, app development, and Internet of Things development, right? So we'll be developing a lot of different things, and I'd love to work with your group. I mean, I think that would be awesome. Mm-hmm. And not bi-monthly, 2 times a month, sorry, I'd like to do hackathons, right? 1 competitive and 1 group based. So 1 competitive as in everybody kind of faces off, right? And then a group where we all get together and we try and figure out a programming solution for a certain thing that to create a program of our own. Does that make sense? So I was talking to one of the lead marketing people, I guess you could say, at Microsoft, and she says that if we can create a good enough program or a good enough app, that they will actually host it on the store, and they will market it for us, right? And that actually is huge. Like, we get thousands and thousands of downloads. We probably make money.
And which app store would this be?
Microsoft.
Microsoft's Windows App Store.
Yeah.
So it would be for PCs or for what?
So it's for
which platform?
Microsoft.
System, like computer, phone,
Oh,
Xbox.
any of them.
Okay.
Windows is moving away from that. There's no like a like a phone that is just
I
a
know.
matter in the code that you say like, oh, this is available for any of the sites.
I'm aware of their Code Once and Work Anywhere system that they're working on and that they're doing. So
Yeah, and but we would develop certain things. For example, she gave us a really good example that we could work on, and that is, so Skype is now working with Microsoft. Microsoft bought Skype. So we have access to the Skype API and the not Corona. What's her name?
Cortana.
Cortana API, and Cortana now has a new. Oh my gosh, I'm losing all my words. A new system, I guess you could say, or, huh?
Louis?
Louis.
Learning Unity, something like that.
Yeah, it's a translator function, right? So it's a class, but the class can translate on demand. So as you speak, the class will, Cortana will translate it, right? And what she wants us to do is to take those two APIs and hook them up so that people can get automatic translation as they're creating their apps. As they're talking with people, right? So that it will translate on screen. And Cortana can do that right now, but we want to be able to, we could create that program and they would feature it and it would be really huge, right? And also look really good on a resume. What's up?
So if I understand, you're talking about like having Skype where somebody can speak in their native tongue and it would translate to another native tongue for another speaker that they're... Yes. Okay.
And I think that we could do that as a group. And I'd like to do that at least once a month where we all get together and we team up and we try and figure out a problem. Does it make sense? But the other, so that's one of them. The other one, I'd like to host hackathons. Would you guys be interested in doing hackathons? Like competing? And Microsoft can have prizes for that as well. Yeah, what's up?
Might be a good question. What's a hackathon?
Okay, no, it's a great question. A hackathon is where people get together and we have a problem. For example, can I use the board really quick? For example, let's say that, okay. So you can program in any language. So you could use C++, Java, JavaScript, and then you would have, well, I'd probably stick to a certain code language like C++. And let's say that I made you print, you'd have to print a tree, like half a tree, right? And as you can see, the numbers are constantly going up 1, right? And the idea is whoever can solve this to print that the console will print this out wins, right? And so it's just a series of questions and problems that people have to figure out. They have to create algorithms for, right? That's a hackathon. And so everybody gets on their computer and tries to figure out the problem before everybody else does. Does it make sense? Does everybody get that? Okay. If you want to practice these kinds of things, there's this really cool website that I really like. I'll write it on the board. It's called HackerRank.
We've in previous ACM semesters we've done HackerRank. So it's pretty cool. You're able to. It has a built-in test bed. It has built-in challenges, and it will let you know if you got it right. And it supports multiple languages. So if you want something esoteric, something that's not very mainstream, you can also do that too.
Yeah, and it's actually really cool. And you can really learn how to code by working with that. Okay, sorry for my spiel about what I'm doing here. But let's get started with talking a little bit about DreamSpark. Does everybody have a DreamSpark account? Or does anyone not know what that is? Okay, good. That's good.
Microsoft.
Yeah. Yes. And it's free, which is really cool. You can get I know that the word around campus is that you have to go to the secretary to get Visual Studio. That's false. You can actually get it on your own computer. You can download it. And what you do, so am I on screen? How do I?
It says it's not getting as small.
I'm hooked in.
Oh, it's off, Flickr.
Oh. Okay. All right. So, everybody that has your computer, go to Google and just type in BYU-I DreamSpark, and this will be a great benefit to everybody that has it. And then it will be the first one that comes up, BYU-I CIT on the hub. And I know it says CIT, but I'm pretty sure that it will work for computer science.
We'll find out in a moment.
If not, there's another way. But this is how I think we should do it. And then just click register. Okay, so go to Google and type in BYU-I DreamSpark.
Well, I don't get that.
Are you actually sharing?
Am I sharing? Is that more interesting?
Probably.
Mine. Is that?
It's on a different Chrome.
Okay, one sec.
On a different Chrome tab. Well, maybe you close the Chrome tab.
I don't think so. Oh, it's right here.
You got the light, sir?
This one?
It's in the other one.
Yeah, you have to register. Oh. So just, sorry, I'm trying to figure out a couple of different things at the same time.
Well, it looks like you need like an invite or something.
No, you don't. You just need to go to register.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, one second, let me just get this figured out, and then I'll get back to that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Okay, I'm going to share your screen.
This?
And click on entire.
Where'd you get it to work?
Alright, now we can go back to
All right. Okay, so let's see. Go to register, click register, and then you need to type in your BYU-I email. Did you do that? It didn't work.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Interesting. All right. No, you might have to do it this way. So go into just type in dreamspark.com. And then go down to new to DreamSpark, learn more.
Okay, I dropped him. It's dropping you. So
It keeps dropping me.
Yeah.
Internet's just terrible.
Actually, I have an access point in this room now. Okay, here. Why don't you try switching over to this for your DreamSpark? Yeah,
Okay.
it's sharing my screen now. My keyboard doesn't work, so you have to use this one.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna switch over to this. I don't know. Do I need to?
Yeah, just pull the HDMI and.
Or are you HDMI? Awesome. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Oh.
I love this. This is great. There we go.
There we go.
It was Windows and the multiple screen thing.
Now this is.
So to share.
All right. Cool.
So this Dreamcasting or Dream whatever
Spark
is for downloading Visual Studio.
Downloading Visual Studio and Azure. So go to new to DreamSpark. And then right here.
Are you doing all this to get Visual Studio? Is that what you're doing?
Not just Visual Studio, but Azure. That's what is the big one. So you're gonna sign in, or yeah, Azure, and you're gonna create an account, and then it will ask you to verify your account. And the way you verify your account is with your BYU-I email address, right? I'm not gonna. You guys are gonna have to do that on your own time. I was hoping that it would have worked the other way. It worked for you.
So that's because I took a class
In
at the
CIT.
CIT, and so they gave me access.
Interesting. All right, cool. Sorry, I'm gonna have to switch back. So, can I just pull it up?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know if it was gonna. So, if you get the DreamSpark, you get access to lots of different things. Visual Studio. Let me look at all the different stuff. There's servers. I can't see anything. Okay. The crap happened. All right. So in the top.
GPI changed.
Well, you guys can see it. I can't. But you get access to all this different stuff, right? Xamarin. Well, you already have access to GitHub Education if you just do it that way. But I mean, through here it's a lot easier. But the important one is Azure, right? Which is okay. Where? Oh, this one. Interesting. Sorry, what? All right, cool. So for some reason that's coming up right now, but that's okay. You get that, which is really cool. It usually costs a lot of money, but we get it for free, which is nice because that means that you guys can host websites for free, right?
Just a second. Pizza's here, guys. Just get yourself a slice, one in a nice, organized manner, and yeah. And then we can sort out your resolution issues, because what happened is it thinks that your screen has a smaller pixels per inch rate, and it really does. And so there we go.
There's this. You're not. Oh, okay.
I never know if it just costs a lot of money.
Well, I'm gonna put you.
So sign up for Microsoft Azure. You've added me a lot. I don't know if that works. Nice, but very new.
You gotta do yours.
All right. Sorry for the delay, folks.
All right,
Back
cool.
to it.
Okay, so now to the good stuff. Oh, like I was saying before, you can get Visual Studio that way. I mean, it's the community, which is the free one, I guess, but I guess you will have to go here. I don't know why they give CIT the actual one, but that's okay. But yeah, you can go to her, and then let's see. So, like I said before, we're going to be dealing with different development, right? Workshops. One of them is games, and then web and app So with this, you also get a Windows Store developer account, so you can push to the Windows Store for free, which is really nice. But a big one that's good for our futures is that down here you can see that we get Microsoft certifications. Companies look at those in a very huge manner, right? They don't. If they see that you're actually certified in the things that you learned in school, it just makes you look so much better, right? Because people can go to school, pass all their classes, graduate, but how do they know that you actually learned what you passed in school, right? And that's through certifications. And those usually cost a lot of money, but you can get them as a student.
So what does that mean? So you just like take a test? And then
Yes. You will take a test. I'm not sure if they'll send it here to the school. I'm pretty sure they'll send it here to the testing center, and then you can take the test there. And yeah, it looks like extremely good on a resume. People that have a bad GPA but have good certifications look better than someone that has a great GPA. Let's see. So yeah, we have all that. Now let's go to Azure and look how cool this is. Can everybody see that? Well, and to use Azure, you need to make sure that you do have a Visual Studio account. Visual Studio, you need to have the program for it to work, and that's how you'll be editing your files. It looks like one of my deployments failed. Okay. So I was just creating these test apps earlier. This one must have failed. It's fine. All right. So there are so many cool things that Azure does, and what's nice about it is it's all on the cloud, right? So we can go to a new project, and it will come up with you have your marketplace, right? Which has lots of different code samples. Well, not code samples, but startup files, right? So, for example, I can go to web and mobile, and there will be you can design a web app, mobile app, API app, logic app. Logic apps are really cool. Logic apps have to do with logic, but mostly with different programs that are already out there, like Facebook, Twitter. Have you guys heard of Sharepoint? So Sharepoint is a website that Microsoft has that was created for people to share files and to share information. And it's like creating your own website that can access information, if that makes sense. So you can store information for people to access, download. You can create WordPress websites with a click of a button. Joomla, DNN, Notification Hub. That's really cool. That's an app. I am losing all my words. It's an app not placeholder. It's an app.
Push notifications.
Framework. Sorry, app framework. But yes, push notification. But then you have cool things like virtual. Well, you have your virtual machines over here, which you can create. You have servers. You have Internet of Things, which we'll be talking about in the future. We will be using Azure for those workshops, which will be really nice. You guys can, after you create your DreamSpark account, you can then go to Azure, the Azure portal, and sign up there. And it's free with DreamSpark. And then you guys should check out all these different apps, right? There are thousands of them, which are just thousands of different frameworks that you can start from. I'm going to do a very basic one just so you guys can see what happens and how it happens. So we'll go into web and mobile. We'll go to, see y'all. And then they have starter web apps, right? So they're already created for you. You just go in and edit the code. And I'm going to do do I want to do it? The starter web app? No. Let's see. I'll do a personal web app. And then I'll click create. I can call it my test personal app. Okay, and as you can see, it's okay. It's a okay name. It hasn't been taken. Let's see if my West is open on here. I'll just use East Asia. I don't care. I'll click create. It will start deploying my web app, my website, and the website will be created in C# HTML. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. Have any of you dealt with Ruby on Rails at all, or Ruby, C#? Yeah.
C# is closer to Java.
Yeah. C# is actually it's really close to C++.
Yeah.
It's just an easier language, I guess you would say, and easier to use. It's more flexible. So you have your C#. It's C# mingled with HTML. Am I good?
For what?
Like on time?
Yeah, you have about less than a half hour.
Okay. Cool. I don't know if I'll take up that much time, but
The difference with C# guys is that, like Java, you don't have to worry about memory management as much because it's Microsoft's response to Java. However, their documentation is much more robust and easier to use for Helfrich. So if you are interested, that's also a good thing to look at.
and that's another thing that I'll be doing. I'm an enthusiast of programming languages, so I'll be hosting different workshops on certain languages, like C#. Visual Studio is actually really nice, really easy to use, and it's really cool. You can create. I created a calculator app in like 10 minutes on there. It's really cool. Just because Visual Studio, you can create visual apps, right?
It would be really good if we had a seminar or a workshop on just how to use Visual Studio because there's so much in there.
Okay.
All right. So because a lot of us we just use basic text editors because there's no learning curve and that gets us straight to the code.
Yeah.
But if we learn how to use Visual Studio and apply it and get all of the hard learning stuff out of the way and some dedicated hour like forum, then that would be very, very helpful.
Okay. Since I have another half hour, I can talk to you guys a little bit about Visual Studio, just kind of go through the basics idea of it. And if you guys have any questions while I'm talking, go ahead, feel free to ask. It's fine.
You don't have to get they get packaged for the homework they do. Always, there are a lot of people here that use that 165. Like, no one is taking 165 with it. Yeah, so that's not necessary to take. Because I've worked with Visual Studio, I know how to install the NuGet package for the project in 165. I also know how to put it to C++ and use it with C# and done all that. But
Cool.
whatever. If you want to help with that.
Yeah, for sure. Is that something that you guys would be interested in as well? Is learning a little bit more about Visual Studio?
Yeah.
Okay.
A great place to start would be like a current lesson, which I could probably get my hands on for like 165 or 124.
I have a lesson too. I'm a tourist.
And me too. And then dropping it into Visual Studio and showing that it's doable.
Okay.
So because right now students by default are instructed to use Emacs.
Yeah.
And in this program, so that would be helpful.
Cool. Yeah, for sure. So as you can see, we have this little green light saying that my web app has deployed. So I can even just look at it right now. If I click here, it goes to the name that you created as .azure websites. .net, I think is what it is. Yeah. So as you can see, it says my test personal app.azurewebsites.net. If I click that, it's working. At least it says it's working. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So it comes up with a basic website, and this is on the net, right? All I have to do is buy a domain name and hook it in there, and it's already
It's a setup website.
It's a setup website, right?
And what's awesome about it
is
as
as students,
it's
free
up to a
up to a terabyte. Which, unless you're doing some crazy big website, I doubt you'll be using. So as you can see, it has a hookup for your blog, Twitter, and photos. Your name, and then you can go in and edit that. And the way you do that is by going into Visual Studio. And while I'm doing this, I will give you an idea of how Visual Studio works. Why isn't it playing? Alright, cool. Let's see. Okay, by the way, I'm using Parallels to get Visual Studio on here. But, okay, so as you can see, I have two web apps on here right now, Dylan Little and I Love to Program. If I go up here and refresh this, my new one should come up. Yeah, there it is. So my test personal app. Then you can go into here. You can see that it's created files for me. Okay, so while this is loading, I'll quickly go through a little bit of Visual Studio. So you have your basic toolbar. Tools, not toolbar. My gosh, buttons, I guess you could say. File, edit, view, project, debug, team, tools. Tools is very important. This is where you're going to be putting in a lot of your extensions. Like for me to use Azure, you have to use an extension. And when you guys are getting started up, here's my phone number. Zero. LinkedIn is Dylan Little. You can also email me at dylan.little@studentpartner.net. Okay, I'm just going to erase this. Everybody get this? Hacker rank? Yeah. Cool. Okay, you can also email me at dylan.little@studentpartner.net. But when you guys are setting this up, you're going to have a lot of issues. There are lots of problems that come up. It just happens when you're dealing with Visual Studio and extensions and things like that. Azure, Visual Studio, hooking them up, it's a little bit difficult. So if you have any questions, you can always give me a call, send me a text, or email me, and I'll be happy to help. And same with Visual Studio. If you have any questions as far as Visual Studio goes, like what happened to my project or whatever, then send me a text, give me a call, and I can help you out. What's really cool about Visual Studio is when you're creating projects, not this one per se because it's on the cloud, all these files, as you can see right here, are created on the cloud. So they're not actually on my system. It's pulling them from the cloud, which is also very cool. Because as you'll see, I can edit, save, refresh the page, and it's automatically updated. Very cool. But when you're creating projects such as C# programs, anything visual, working with the console, whatever, you're going to be playing it with this button right here. And it will actually emulate it on Visual Studio, so you don't have to do it with your actual computer. Which is really nice as well. So you don't have to keep going in Emacs or anything like that. You can just jump in and out of the the play on Visual Studio. Okay. Anyway, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. For right now, I'm just going to go to my layouts. And then I can click on this, my site layout. And as you can see, I have my website right here. It might look a little foreign just because it is C# intermingled with HTML, so it looks a little funky. Let's see. So I can go into here to the title, and I can change this to something like your name is, well, my name is Dylan Little. And then I can write something about me, and I can say, I like, I don't know, pizza. I like pizza. I'll save it, and as you can see right here, it's updating it. Once it says completed, then I can just go, I can go to my website. That's the wrong one. I can click refresh, and it automatically updates to Dylan Little I like pizza, which is super cool, right? You can easily create websites doing this. You do have to learn C# with HTML, but it really isn't that difficult. I can do a workshop on that if that's something that you guys would be interested in. It has to do with model view controller, right? Which any language really has to deal with, but this one lays it out in a certain format.
Model view controller is a design pattern. If you take software design and development, I think that's 235. Is that right? 246? 246. I'm bad with the code numbers. 246, and for CS majors, you learn about all these different patterns, and that's one of them. It's just a programming pattern that you use that makes things a lot easier by separating concerns.
And then something else that's really cool with this, for example, this website, is you can just plug in a blog as long as it has an RSS feed. As you can see here, it says, welcome to the RSS page, please edit it so that you can see your RSS feed. If you guys have a blog that has that kind of feed. And you can go into here, opening it, and they give a little test HTML right here. You can just throw it into the URL. Sorry, test address. I get so flustered. All right. What's up? Oh, are you asking me a question?
No. Yes.
What's that?
You count.
Oh, okay, cool.
Anybody online can ask questions too. We have the QA app open.
All right. So let's see. So as you can see, an RSS feed has popped up here, which is really cool. At the click of a button, you can it will go through your RSS and it will post it in the way that you want it to. On here, you can see on my HTML that it's set up in. So it goes the H1 item title and then item.author. So well, it goes H1 then H2. So if you go to my blog again. As you can see, it will give the title, and then what else was it? The title, and then the author should pop up. Maybe there isn't an author on this. Well, obviously there's an author, but it's not. Doesn't matter. That's how they have it set up. Oh, maybe it doesn't have an author. But okay, so it's giving the title. Then down here you can see that it's published, and then it gets the information from that item. and then it gives the published date. So what it's doing is RSS feeds have certain variables that can be used in other websites, and that's what it's doing is it's taking those variables, so the item dot name, so it pulls the name, and then it does publish, and then it pushes the published date and time, and then it gives the description or the information.
So RSS feeds, for those who don't know what they are like streams of information for like the latest posts of your favorite news site. So like CNN or any news site in particular usually has an RSS feed. And if you hook it up to an RSS feed reader, you're able to bring in a whole bunch of different sources and just see everything that you are interested in at the same time. So like Feedly, for instance, will take an RSS feed and read that. It's usually an XML type of a stream, I think. And you can include like HTML formatting and stuff like that to make it so that you can have pictures and style and information in there. It's just a great way for delivery of raw information.
Yep. And let's see. That's sort of the basic idea of Azure. I felt like this would be the best way to explain it and show it to you, just because you can see what it can do for you, especially as students. I don't see us as students creating what are they called? Oh my gosh. Why am I losing my mind? Where did Dreamsport go?
It's
That's
the
what it
third
is.
tab, and now it's the fourth tab from Madison.
Oh. No. Oh, I think it's because. No, it doesn't matter. I'll just go to my portal again. Let's see. Virtual machines. That's what they are. I don't see us as students creating virtual machines right now. It's not really what we're here to do. But we will be creating websites. We will be creating apps. We will be creating Internet of Things. You guys, does everybody know what an IoT is? Internet of Things is? Okay.
So who was here for the Raspberry Pi meeting? You guys? All right. So a lot of the things that John was describing for his senior project, he was describing an Internet of Things concept where he had this little tiny computer the size of a nickel, and he'd use that to be able to get the position of himself, of where this device was by measuring the signal strength of known Wi-Fi access points. Internet of Things is the idea of connecting a whole bunch of different devices together to the internet, like light bulbs or like your refrigerator or ovens, stoves, coffee makers, washing machines, everything connected to the internet that you can control from your phone. It's just like the future for your smart home. It's pretty much the big idea of Internet of Things is making your home smarter.
And as we work together, I know that I keep talking about working with your group. I think that it would be awesome. But I have a workshop that we can all work on together. This is kind of hard just because like not everybody has Visual Studio, not everybody has Azure yet. But as we get working together, we can all get it right. So we weren't all able to work on this at the same time. It would have been cool for everybody to create their own like personal website. That would have been cool. We could have edited it throughout the semester, but that's cool. That's
it's artificial intelligence, like real artificial intelligence, with the potential of actually creating a sentient entity in a machine. That's what it amounts to, is real artificial intelligence.
And I mean, I'm really excited for the future of our future, like working together. Like I said, if you guys ever have any app ideas as well that we can create as a group, I'd love to get involved, and so would Microsoft. Like I said, they'll host your app on the marketplace on the front page where you get thousands of views, thousands of downloads, as long as it's good enough, though, right? Which is cool, and hackathons and things like that. I just really want to get this school involved in the programming community, like other schools have it. I've talked to lots of other student partners at other schools, and it's crazy how involved the community is, and how fun it has become, right? And I really want to create these hackathons. I think that'd be really fun, competing against each other, trying to solve puzzles, and overall, like, gaining experience, right? That's what this will do for all of us, is that we'll be able to put it on our resumes and say, yeah, we were actually part of an organization where we did this, and this app. We created this, and this Internet of Things, which is really cool. We sold it. Tons of people bought it, and it's really cool. Like, that looks great on a resume, and I hope that as a group, that's what we can create together, right? Not just a community, but a community that is creating something together, right? Again, if you guys have any questions as far as setting up Azure, setting up Visual Studio, getting your DreamSpark up and running, let me know, and I'm happy to help you. Anything Microsoft that you guys would like to talk to me about, I'm always available. Again, there's my number and my my email. Oh, one more thing. I created. Yes, that's what I was just about to talk about. So there's actually a group on Facebook. Oh, okay. Did you guys get this information for the guys online? Did you show that to them?
I don't think they were able to see it.
Okay. So let's see. My phone number.
Then you want John Little, student partner?
Yeah. Sorry. I'll draw it. I'll do it again. Does anyone have any questions while I'm doing this? No? Comments? Jokes?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I have a joke, really quick. Let's see if anyone can figure this out. That's a joke. Does anyone get it?
Pepper.
Yeah. Okay. And then the question on here was is there a place where, I'll just read it out loud. So are things going to be part of it? So are these things going to be a part of ACM, or is there somewhere I should subscribe to so I can be updated on these hackathons, etc.? And that's a great question. There is going to be a place on Facebook, a Facebook group. Some of you started joining it, I saw. It's called BYU-MSP. MSP. That's the group that you can search for. Let's see. You can always add me as a friend. Again, it's Dylan Little. And I can invite you to that. But it's an open group, so anyone can join. But groups on Facebook are done, so I still have to approve you. I wish it wasn't that way, that you could just join. But yeah, so join the group, and I'll approve anyone who tries. Again, you can friend me on Facebook, Dylan Little. There's my phone number, email. Is there anything else that you guys have questions
Do you
about?
think CodeSpace would be a good place to hold your hackathons or your workshops and stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. I will, if you'd like, I can post a problem on CodeSpace once a day, if you guys would like. Something that you guys can solve, a code problem, if that's something that you guys would be interested in.
Yeah, sure.
They'll be simple. I guess I can do some advanced ones every once in a while, advanced algorithmic problems. Those ones are really fun. They're just a little hard and sometimes really frustrating. But yeah, on CodeSpace, I added myself to you guys' CodeSpace, so I believe.
I don't know.
Slack. Slack.
Oh, on Slack. What's CodeSpace? What do you guys talk about?
All right. CodeSpace is a thing that happens on Thursdays and Fridays,
Okay.
where people can come here and work on personal coding projects and
Oh,
stuff.
cool.
Yeah. So that takes place here in this room Thursdays and Fridays. So I won't be able to be attending this week. I have a wedding, but
Maybe if every other week, Thursdays, we did like a hackathon.
sure.
Yeah? Would you guys be interested in that? Yeah, sure.
We'll be putting posters around on campus and covering like a lot of places. We've ordered like 48 of them. So hopefully that will get people to come.
And then I'll also be giving out prizes, T-shirts, USBs, bracelets. So I mean, the cool things. I mean, there are a lot of different things. But the more you guys work with me, the more you'll see that I can provide really cool things, like Internet of Things. There are little tools that I can play with. Little, like you were doing like you were talking about the Lego Mindstorms kits, but we would create our own motherboards using Raspberry Pis and Arduinos. You guys heard of those? So we'll be able to create our own from nothing, which is really cool. And Microsoft can supply those kinds of things. So if you guys have any questions, again, don't hesitate to even text me. I don't mind. Just tell me that you're from ACM, so I'm not guessing on names and things like that.
Just take a picture.
Yeah.
That's what we all do.
And let me know. Yeah, and then I'm so happy that I met Art and I was able to get involved with you guys. It's going to be really cool. It's a really good semester. And again, get your DreamSparks set up. That's like the first thing you guys should do, because there are thousands and thousands of dollars worth of free things on there. Thousands and thousands. And you guys get it for free. And if you have any questions as to setting that up, if you're having issues, let me know and I can get the support going a little bit quicker on there. Like if you were to send support an email, it takes a couple days, but I can get it going a little bit faster. So, so yeah, just let me know if you guys have any issues, and yeah, thanks for your time, and sorry if right on time, but it was nice to meet all of you, and I hope that we can have an awesome semester and create a really good community.
And for the people that were streaming online, we had internet problems. It's out of our control. They've been upgrading the building, even though we're moving next fall, but
Next fall.
it's next fall. No, this fall.
Fall.
Yeah, this year. They've been upgrading and adding access points to every room, but that's not working very well right now. So, but yeah, CodeSpace, please come. Like seriously, we come there and we spend an hour and we're all by ourselves, and so having more people attend and actually work on projects. I understand if you can't because you've got homework or other things that you have to do, like go on dates and stuff. But we want to make a good venue to like help share ideas, collaborate, incubate, create all sorts of stuff, and let people know. And Lego Mindstorms is happening.
Oh, one more thing. Sorry. On that Facebook group, make sure you join, because I'm going to be getting workshop ideas and hackathon ideas from that group. So you guys can give me your ideas, and I'll create polls in which we can figure out exactly what we want to do that week, and then we can move forward from there. Sorry to interrupt.
All right, and get on Slack. Do that. It's great. You can talk to people and direct message people, and some of the professors are on actually, so that's cool too. All right. All right. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.